impaired driving is always important, and it's important for all of us to make sure that we don't make it more of an issue than it needs to be.
Do you find yourself pulling over a lot of people?
Unfortunately, we're still pulling over a lot of people, and it's still an issue. Impaired driving is a business that we would like not to have because it's completely preventable. So it's not something that we have to do. It's just something that we're in the business because it is still a problem. So.
And is there kind of like a message of even one is too much? What is your message?
100%. We all need to do our part, and if you're planning to drink, please just make a plan ahead of time, designated driver, the different ride programs, taxi, public transportation. When none of us need to drink and drive, it's completely preventable.
Can you talk about drowsy driving? We hear about drunk driving
quite a bit. Drowsy driving seems to be now coming into the conversation. Can you talk about the importance of that?
Sure. Drowsy driving can be just as important. I don't have any specific numbers or anything to share with you, but under the provincial laws, we actually have the ability to take a driver off the road if we find that they're impaired by sleep deprivation or drowsy. It's not a criminal charge, it's just a 24-hour suspension where we temporarily suspend their license so they can go home and get sleep, because of course we can all imagine how dangerous that could be if someone is driving a transport truck or a motor vehicle of any kind and is falling asleep at the wheel.
And just, I know you said you don't have the numbers, but anecdotally, is that something that you're seeing more often these days?
I wouldn't say it's anything we see more often. It's any time we're driving. Earlier, my friend at Ford was mentioning that if you're on a long vacation and you're driving for an extended period of time, if you're self-aware that you're getting drowsy behind the wheel, it's no different than to make a plan to stop and rest if you need to, because you can only imagine if you're falling asleep even for a short amount of time operating a vehicle. It could be extremely dangerous for all of us.
Officer, we've had a year of legalization of cannabis. How has that impacted impaired driving numbers?
Sure. We have seen people are still under the influence of cannabis and driving. It's not a problem that's cleared itself. It's still there and it's relevant, and we're dealing with it as it comes forward, for sure.
So have we seen an increase?
We've seen a slight increase in our numbers in Edmonton, in the tune of 10%, 8%. We've seen an increase of impaired driving by drugs, but that's what we've seen by those numbers.
How often do pharmaceutical drugs play into the impaired driving issue?
Yep, prescription medication is still an issue. We see we're doing many drug expert evaluations where prescription drugs are. Many of the prescription medications say don't operate heavy machinery. A vehicle is considered heavy machinery, and they can impair your ability to operate a motor vehicle.
So what's the best way to prevent anybody from impaired driving? What do you recommend at this time of the year?
Well, again, just make a plan. If you know that you're going to be using any forms of alcohol or drugs, make a plan and don't get behind the wheel.